you say this to me, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
we have millions, hundreds of millions of young Africans
Yes.
who are against democracy.
Yes, these days, it's really sad that millions of you these days prefer even a military rule, a dictator, to rule over them. It's really sad. Things that you fought against so long time ago, you want it to come back. When I listened to them, I was like, hey, so they make mention of government like Rwanda, Paul Kigali, a different dictator. They are happy about him. And they are happy about some dictators in Africa. Sometimes I do wonder, what's happening? Why are the youth these days design this system of government? So well, actually, I don't know what is happening.
Is it because since the 90s, when democracy was revived throughout Africa, throughout many African countries, that the governments haven't delivered, and they seem to think about what they hear about Sankara. Now, when it comes to Rwanda, President Paul Kagame is doing a good job, and they look at him, his work, and they compare to Singapore, okay? And they think, in fact, I was with some friends yesterday night, and one of them openly stated that democracy has not helped any country to develop. That's what he said yesterday night.
Sure.
So how would you combat that statement?
Yeah, so you don't just make a system, you don't just make a statement. You have to speak from a certain references and all that. Throughout history, and even today's modern democracy, when we compare to undemocratic countries, you can see the democratic countries are doing fairly better than the other countries which are not practicing it. There are no freedom in countries where there's no democracy. You can't pursue life the way you like it or live life based on your own times in those undemocratic countries. It's really difficult. So through history and through modern times, you can actually see that democracy works better when you compare the various systems which we are seeing in modern countries and all that. Democracy works. The problem is that from African perspective, we are not practicing it well. That is the challenge. Democracy works better with the free market system. It goes hand in hand with the free market. It doesn't work well with socialism. Socialism is a kind of an aristocratic kind of government. So it doesn't work better with democracy. It works better. Democracy works better with the free market system. Allow the people, allow the citizens, raise a sphere, allow them to make their own decisions, to develop their own systems, to do things that can improve their own lives, as opposed to the centralized system whereby the government is at the top controlling everything, where there are no freedoms. We need freedom for us to develop. When there's no freedom, there's no development. We will be stagnant at one place.
So I think the problem is that many of us look at our situations in our countries, and we think we are not moving. But in truth, in truth, we are moving, but at a very slow pace. That's one.
Yes.
And two, we don't compare what is happening in countries governed based on democracy and the other countries not governed by it. Okay, so we don't do a equitable comparison.
Yes.
Right. We just see, we look at the developed countries and we compare ourselves to them without first of all comparing ourselves at the moment to ourselves 3 decades ago to see the progress we have made, and then compare
so far, yeah,
and then compare with the countries where there's no democracy. So I think that's a fair judgment.